Welcome to week 5. My name is Corey and this is your beginner yoga. We're going to do another slower class today, focused on your heart. So, especially just in this world we live in, we often spend a lot of time and we don't even realize it. We're all hunched over like this. And the reason we do that is actually to protect our heart. We don't want to be vulnerable. So, it really is good to spend some time where we open up our chest a little bit, open up our heart. And that is one of the ways to really connect with your body again, to learn how to feel things. And these are really, really great postures. These feel good, and they're different than the ones we've done before. So to start, just place your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your belly, and just start to breathe into your heart. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. As you're breathing, you're bringing yourself into your space. You're bringing yourself onto your mat or your towel blanket. And you're bringing yourself into your heart, into your body. And the first thing we're going to do is actually something called half frog. So you want to move onto your belly. You bring your left knee towards your left armpit. And you can prop your knee up. And maybe you try that, see how it feels with whatever you have. Your ankle is in line with your knee. And then you can stack your hands in your forehead, your head rests on your hands, or maybe your arms are cactused out and you're resting down. You can also prop your upper body up, so maybe you're laying on your pillow. I'll just take a moment here. Belly postures are good because you're breathing into your belly. Your belly is breathing into your mat, so that is supporting you. You feel supported by your own space and your own breath. And in this posture, you can feel your heart. So whether we're on our left or right side, we're gently opening up the chest and opening up our hip, breathing into your heart. Take 5 more breaths here. On your next inhale, your left leg shifts back. You move into the other side. Right leg comes forward towards your armpit. Maybe your arms are cactused. Maybe they're stacked. In these postures, really important to be focusing on your breath, focusing on letting go, allowing your body to release. Sometimes when we do we call them heart openers. Sometimes when we do these postures, emotions can come up because you're being vulnerable. You are actually consciously focusing on your heart. And so just let that happen if it happens. No judgment. Don't judge yourself. Don't attach to it. Just let it flow through and keep going. So 5 more breaths here. Next inhale, push up. We'll move into puppy pose, or we call it melting heart as well. So show you from this angle. Your hips stay over top of your knees. Hands come forward. And you want to press your chest down towards your mat. And then your forehead rests. So again, you can use your props. Maybe your chest has to come down to a bolster. Like so. And then your forehead down. And the idea is that you're creating some space, some openness in your chest, across your neck, in through the shoulders, your lower back. But today we're focusing on this piece right here. So breathe into that space. Come back up. Move into something called half heroes. So taking, you'll want, again, a thick pillow or a bolster behind you. So maybe set that up first. And you bring the flat part of your back up to it. Left knee is bent. Your foot is kind of by your bum. Right leg is stretched out in front of you. Doesn't really matter where this is. Maybe it's out here. We all kind of have different shapes. Now, if you're already feeling this when you're upright, you're just going to simply bring your hands behind you. So you can open up your shoulders a little bit and breathe into, again, the front space of your chest. And that is okay. Maybe you can come down to your elbows. Maybe you can come all the way down. And the idea is that if you are able to come all the way down, you roll your shoulders around this bolster down, opening up into this whole front side body, the whole front space. Now this is a hip flexor stretch, so maybe that's what you're feeling and you're focused on. But try to let go of that a little bit and just think of this whole front part of your body. You're open, you are vulnerable, but you're safe. You're here in your home practicing. You're safe with your breath. Again, in any of these postures where we place something underneath our back, you can always have a couple. So maybe you have a couple of pillows stacked, so you're not coming all the way down like I am. You're up here, but you're supported. Take 5 more breaths here. You inhale, you come up and you switch sides. So left leg is going to be stretched out in front. Right knee bends, right foot moves towards your bum. Set up your props again. Maybe this side is different. Just remember that as you're coming back. Maybe this side you're here and the other side you lay down, or vice versa. Just support yourself where you're at. Remembering your intention to breathe through your chest, up your neck, your front side body. Take 5 more breaths here. Softening, releasing, letting go a little more. And then come back up. We'll set up for something called supported fish. Now, if you do have a block or a big book, it's nice to have that and set that up by the head of your mat. And then I'm just going to use the props that I have. So I have my towel. I'm going to set that here. I'm going to put a pillow there. And then my bolster on top. So creating a shape, something like this, if you just have one pillow, that's fine. But you kind of want to stack, kind of make a little bit of a fort here. And then bring the flat part of your back to your props again. This is called supported fish. 2 options, your legs can just be straight out in front of you, or maybe your feet together, knees wide. If you do the feet together, knees wide, it's a good idea to have some more props as well, so that when you lay down over your props, you can support your knees so that you don't feel like you have to hold anything here. And same thing as the last posture. Once you settle down, you want to roll your shoulders around over your props and down. And this is why it's a good idea to have a bit of height set up here if you can, so that you can really roll around and you can feel some gravity pulling this front piece open. And we'll be here for a few minutes. So if you're not comfortable, shift, adjust so that you can be comfortable. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you can really relax here. One of the things that helps us connect to our bodies is by having an attention, because our mind likes to have something to focus on. So like today, spending a few postures that are focused on the heart, on focused on opening, gives your mind something to kind of focus on, while at the same time drawing you inward to your body. It starts to help you connect things together. Wait a minute, is that what I'm feeling? Can I feel that opening? Can I feel something there? What do I feel? And then when you feel it, what do you do about it? Do you do anything about it? That's the whole process of connecting. Sometimes when you feel things, it's just about feeling it and letting it go. Sometimes when you feel things, you need to feel it so that you know you can do something about it. If you've lost your breath, maybe you connect back to your breath, focusing on the exhales here. Bring yourself back into your body. Take 5 more breaths. And then when you're ready, you inhale, remove yourself from your props. We'll take our final 2 postures, taking another twist today, but we're focusing on opening the heart. So we focus on the hips and the spine. So have your back flat on your mat, feet hip distance apart. And so today it's less about the legs. So drop your knees to the left. And then you want your arms cactused open. So you're really thinking about opening this front part of your body. So open like this. And so wherever you need to go with your legs so that you can keep that shape up top. Maybe you have to shift again. You have bolster, pillows, you have your towel, whatever you have to support yourself so that you can keep this open shape. And more focusing on the front side body being open. Sometimes the left leg then straight and the right just gently over. Maybe that'll feel good. This specific posture is also really good for creating more space for breathing because it's opening up your intercostal muscles. all these little guys here down between the ribs, allowing them to expand, create more room for breath. And so really feel your breath moving into your belly, this deep breath, using that space. Your next inhale, bring your legs back to center. And maybe you need to shift your arms for a moment. Maybe they can stay in the same position before you fall to the right side for the other side. And again, just remembering that maybe your legs have to be in a different position on this side in order to maintain that shape in the upper body. And head falls to whatever side is comfortable. Breathe into your belly. Your next inhale, back to center. Release your legs out in front of you. Arms go down by your side for your final Shavasana. The moment here, absorb that. Absorb the benefits of opening the front side of your body, of opening your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice.